Yes.
Maria Armenteros.
California. I don't like you.
Renee Carter Temecula.
Renee.
Jeff G. Orange.
From Huntington.
Steven from Arcadia.
Evening.
Pam
Kelly Bocanegra, Texas.
Hello.
Angela Brown, Pasadena. Angela Evans, Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, Angela.
Hi, Mario.
Jackie from Lake Elsinore.
Hey, Jackie.
Maria Armenteros from Huntington Beach.
Maria. All right, guys. One more time before I mute out the lines and get the show on the road. If you haven't had a chance to check in yet, what you'll do is I'm gonna figure out. Somebody wrote on the screen, so I'm gonna take it off.
Maria Armenteros from Huntington Beach.
Hey, Maria.
Come on, guys.
Technical difficulties here. Hold on.
Andres from Fresno, California.
Andres, how are you? All right.
Michelle Christensen from Newport Beach.
Hey, Michelle. Awesome.
Michelle, good morning.
Hey, hey. Good morning, everyone.
All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and read out all the lines, and we're going to get the show on the road. Awesome. So just so you know, guys, we are recording, and so as always, what we'll do afterwards is I will post this at our team YouTube channel. So, hey, Norma, saw you, girl. Glad you're on. So with all of that being said, guys, before we get into the information, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of what's going on this week. We have a lot of opportunities and a lot of ways for you guys to be able to not only get trained, but also present the opportunity to your friends and your family. So with that being said, guys, first of all, today, okay, just in a couple hours, 3 hours from now at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be hosting a special, let's say about 15, 20-minute Zoom. Now, this Zoom is specifically for prospects, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to get them on. Some of you guys, or most of you at one time or another, have been on a training call, or excuse me, a connect call with me. And so, you know, similar, what I do is, you know, there's a little bit of a format that I follow. So, hey, what is my background? Talk about that, hey, network marketing works. To get a network marketing company to work for you, you need 4 things. You got to be early, right? You've got to be on top. You've got to have access to the top of the company. You've got to have a disruptive product. We have a disruptive product within a disruptive industry. And then number 4, you've got to have a strong comp plan. And so typically by the end of that call, people are in one of 3 places. Either they really want to jump in. They're like, man, I love it. Number 2, they're like, okay, I do like this. But I do want some more information. We send them some videos. Perhaps we invite them to an event, and usually they get started there, or they just want to become a customer. Now, the reason we're doing this today is because, as most of you know, here in about a week and a half or so, pretty much all of the leadership team is going to be gone. We're all going to the Bahamas for the first gold trip of 2019, which is going to be awesome. Congratulations for all of you guys that qualified for this trip, and also for those of you that are already qualifying for the next one. So that's pretty awesome. But what we don't want to happen is while we're gone, number 1, business stops. That doesn't need to happen. Okay. And number 2, we don't want business to stop, but then all these bad habits start creeping in and it tears apart the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film or record, I should say, the training today. Okay. Or the 15-minute call at noon. With that being said, we're still going to go through the exact same process, right? So what happens? You send a text to somebody. Hey, what are your thoughts on CBD? Oh man, I love it. My buddy uses it. My mom uses it. You know, why do you ask? Well, oh man, I just got brought into the launch of a liposomal CBD product. It's going to be incredible. I think it's going to be a home run. There's a 3% revenue share. When can you jump on the phone so we can break it all down? Okay, cool. How about tomorrow at 2? Well, remember, a lot of us are going to be gone. So at 2 o'clock, what you do is you pick up the phone and you show them this 15-minute recording that I'm going to create for you guys today. Now, I probably will do another recording on Monday and maybe another one on Tuesday, just to see which one comes out the best. But bottom line is, guys, you're going to be able to have this while we're gone to use in place of connecting people to the actual live body connect call individuals who are receiving those calls. So that's today at noon. Get as many people as possible on there. Remember, guys, don't spam people. Don't post this information generally on Facebook. Be strategic, okay? So make sure you're sending messages out. What I would say, too, is anybody in the last week or two that you have got on Connect calls, and maybe they're in that place number 2, they really like it, and we're trying to get them to an event, or they really like it, and they're just still thinking about it, get them on here, because a lot of times people, when they see a face, when they see something visually, because I am going to work through some slides, it changes things for them, okay? And so I guarantee you we're going to have a ton of people who get started this weekend, and we've had a lot of people get started yesterday and even the rest of this week. Just so you guys know, just yesterday alone, our team did about $13,000, $14,000 in sales volume. So congratulations to you guys. You guys are absolute beast mode. So that's why there's so many people joining. That's why it's very important that we have our Saturday morning trainings. Okay, so today, noon, 15-minute Zoom for prospects. Okay, now Monday, we're going to be out having a testing event in the city of Orange. Thank you to Jeff and Amberly for hosting that event. The actual information, the flyer, is out on the WhatsApps already. Tuesday night, at 6:30 Pacific, myself, yours truly, excuse me, guys, I've been battling with some allergies all morning. I'm going to be hosting the UCrewNation weekly team training call, so get as many people on that as possible. It's going to be really good. Wednesday, we're still trying to figure out where we're going to be actually hosting an event. Thursday, I know where we're going to be hosting the testing event. Word or two about that, guys. I generally don't release Tuesday and beyond of next week where the events are going to be, because people will instead of let's say you live in Diamond Bar, right? Diamond Bar, California, and I know there's people all over the place. So just think of this when you open up and launch your own city, okay, your own territory. Let's say you live in Diamond Bar, California, and you've got somebody who's really excited, but the meeting on Monday night is in Orange, okay? What the tendency is that somebody would say, well, is there going to be one at West Covina on Thursday? Yeah, there is. Why? Oh, well, I'll just wait, right? Because people will wait because they want to be closer to home instead of picking up the person and driving. So I don't release it because on Monday we close our week. So on Monday, we sprint through the finish line. There's people hitting ranks, right? We never want to hold people for next week, because what happens is we want to get orders in, products delivered, and in and on people as fast as possible, okay? So typically, I know a lot of times people will send me a message, hey, where are the events this week? I let the events this week out, usually on Monday night, okay? So we are going to have a Wednesday and a Thursday night event, a testing event, but I will tell you Tuesday night is training, so we usually don't have testing events on Tuesday nights. Also, June 1st, mark your calendars. June 1st, it's a Saturday. It looks like it's going to be at the Embassy Suites right here in Ontario, right off of Haven. It's going to be a super Saturday with none other than our founder, Mr. Daniel PQ. One of the founders, Mr. Daniel PQ, is going to be coming out to share with you guys on Saturday. It's going to be a smaller Saturday event than normal, meaning not smaller. I think it's going to be massive because they're going to market it to the entire company. I think it's going to be a massive event, but it's going to be shorter. We're going to do probably about 10 to 2 o'clock, 10 to 3 o'clock. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So mark your calendar. I'm going to have the details coming out, the flyers coming out for that, hopefully today. So June 1st, Super Saturday with Mr. Daniel PQ. What is a Super Saturday? For those of you guys that are new, at the beginning, we do show the business opportunity. So it is for guests, right? So we'll have a front side where we show the opportunity, a 15-minute break, and then we get into training. We go into basics the basic training on how our system works, because people are getting started. We want to show them, well, how am I supposed to do this? And then we also show them right after that how we get paid. We're going to go through a compensation training, which is absolutely incredible. We'll talk about events, possibly a product training. So the agenda hasn't been put together, but most importantly, guys, you're going to be able to hear from our founder, Mr. Daniel PQ himself, which is going to be awesome. And then finally, guys, June 27th, 28th, 27th to the 30th, out in Utah, we are having our Viseo International Convention. Okay, so I have all the applications here. I'm going to be processing those, guys. Here's the deal: the international is massive for your business, right? Every single time people go to these events, what happens is your belief level gets heightened to a new level. Right? It takes it to the top. You become what we call bulletproof when you go to an event. So I'm going to give you one example. So I think Kathy is on here, but Kathy and the gals just went out to, where's she at? I think I saw her in here. I'm not going to call on you, Kathy. Don't worry. But there she is, Kathy Quadra. Okay, so Kathy and the gals just went to a conference in Tulsa. It's called the Women of Vision Conference. There's about 200 people there. So think about this. There'll be about 5,000 in Utah, okay? Maybe 6. She went to this Women of Visions conference, okay, for a couple days, was able to listen to the leaders, the female leadership of our company, Holly Roush, Francoise, all of the awesome leaders. Tanya had an opportunity to speak. Stephanie had an opportunity to speak. And she shared with me on Thursday, she said, Mario, I already loved the products before I went to this event. But I got to tell you guys, Mario, I now am unbelievably bulletproof. Like, I can speak to anybody at any time, and I just don't care because my beliefs level is on another. My mentality is completely different. And so if you guys are struggling right now or you're not where you want to be with your business, you have to be at every single event starting with June 1st right here in Ontario, California, to hear from the founder himself, to hear about where our company's going. I'm sure he's going to give you guys a little bit of nuggets. Usually in these events, he kind of gives some things that are coming, but also to be able to raise your belief level, to make you bulletproof so that you can go out there and talk. Because every single one of you has somebody that you're afraid to talk to, probably multiple people that you're afraid to talk to, right? And what's happening is you're not where you want to be because your belief system is not there yet. You might think that you believe now, but once you go to one of these events, your belief level goes to an entirely new level, okay? So with that being said, guys, those are the events that we have coming up. Once again, I'm going to record this, so if you missed it, you can come back through afterwards and get all of the actual dates and everything that's coming. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the information, guys. Quick start basics. Why is this important? Guys, in network marketing, guys, we only do a few things, okay? We just got to get really good at the few things that we do. Number one is we go out and we do what are called prospect, right? We talk to friends and family about the opportunity of Viseo. Now, I'm going to be very, very transparent with you guys this morning, okay? There are seasons in a network marketing company, okay? The season that we're in right now with Viseo, okay, is a first mover's opportunity. So what does that mean? That means that people are getting started with our company right now, not to sell bottles of cream and drops to people. Like that's not where we are as a company. That's not the value proposition for joining this company, right? Because even people, by the way, if this is your first time in network marketing, go to the chat and just put a number 1, please, because I want to get an idea of how many of you guys are first-time network marketers, because what I'm going to share with you is really, really important validation. So we see them coming in already. Yeah, Jeff, first time in network marketing. Michael, first time. Deborah, first time. Nick, first time, right? Brian, first time. Look at all these people, right? Violet. Now, see why? Because everybody sees the opportunity to get started at the top of a network marketing company. See, I think even skeptics will say Man, Mario, I would never get involved in one of those things because, man, only the people at the top make money in those things. Wait a minute. We're at the top? Yeah. Huh. Well, I think it's a scam. But I mean, I've never been at the top of a scam, right? Which we know it's not. It's ridiculous. But that's why people are joining. And that's what you have to have in your mentality when you prospect. When you reach out to people, that's why we say, hey, listen, what do you think about CBD? I just got partnered in to the pre-launch of a product with a 3% rev share. That is all first movers advantage focused. Our pitch is not, hey, I just found some cream that's amazing. It is, but that's not why we want to go after our friends and family. We want to share with them that we've got an opportunity, that there's a small window, and when it closes, it's done. The value proposition 1 year, 2 years from now will be different. We'll figure out what that value proposition is, but that's just not the value proposition right now. So if you want to have massive success right now, change your thought process. Tell people the most important thing that I could present to you is an opportunity to be at the top of a network marketing company that's run by Dallin Larson with a patented liposomal CBD product with a stinking filthy comp plan. Wow. Yeah. And the best way to pull out every last penny of this once in a lifetime type of opportunity is to come in at the top pack. Okay? That's the idea. That's the overlining theme here. Okay? So because of that, we're going to go into the basics because we have so many people pouring into the team all at one time very quickly that we've got to continue to make sure that we reiterate, okay, over and over and over again the system, okay? Because here's the deal, guys. Write this down. It doesn't matter if it works. It most importantly matters if it duplicates. I get people calling me literally, guys, every day. Every day. And they're like, hey, listen, this is how I want to do it. Or they're like, hey, listen, I want to try this approach. And I have 4 people who joined. That's awesome. It's not a matter if it works. It's a matter if it duplicates. So always ask yourself, can what I'm doing duplicate? So for instance, what does that mean? Maybe you have access to a real estate office, right? And as soon as you get in, you're like, man, I could put 50 people in this room, Mara. I just want to host meetings, okay? Now, that might work, but it won't duplicate because not everybody in your team has an office. And believe it or not, somebody will come to your meeting and not get started, but they won't tell you this. But in their mind, they're saying, yeah, I like it, but I don't have an office. So if this is what you need to do to be successful, I can't do this. I don't have an office, right? It's not what you do that works. It's what duplicates, okay? And so this system that we're going to teach you guys today, we're going to go through it, okay, is crazy duplicatable. It works. It's turnkey, and all we've got to do is follow the system, right? It's kind of like getting a Lamborghini, getting the keys to your Lamborghini or your Ferrari, right? And then saying, hey, by the way, before I pull this off the lot, let me pick up this hood and let me see if I can make this thing go faster. You don't do that. Right? It's already done deal. We just need you to get in the car and slam on the gas pedal. That's what we want, okay? Because you're going to win if you do that. So let's talk about the process. It's very, very simple, okay? There's 3 steps when people get started. The idea as well when you're explaining the process, guys, is keep it brutally simple, okay? Because we don't want to complicate things for people. Because when things become complicated, people get confused. And confused people, write this down, confused people do nothing. Why? Confused people do nothing because they're afraid to make a mistake. So they'll go, okay, and they just clam up. And then they'll say, so do you have any questions, Mario? Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you. So you understand where you're going? Yes, I do. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then they leave, and then they never do anything. How many of you guys, type of number 2, if you've enrolled somebody, they got their product, and then they went into the witness protection program, right? You just can't get them to answer the phone, right? They don't respond. Why? Because somewhere in the process, okay, they got confused. So confused people do nothing. So it's a very, 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 very simple process, okay? Select your package, okay? Number 2, set up your LCP, okay? LCP is your weekly purchase, or excuse me, your monthly purchase, okay? Number 3, we're going to help you find 3 brand partners in 48 hours. Notice I didn't just say 3 brand partners, right? Now, in network marketing, okay, success loves speed. Okay, write that down. In network marketing, success loves speed, not slow and easy, right? In network marketing, it's ignorance on fire, okay? Let me give you an example, guys. How many of you, and I know there's quite a few on here, how many of you joined our team because of the story you heard about Jeff Gonzalez, right? The story. Like, man, he made how much in 5 days? Okay, I'm in, right? He made how much in 2 weeks? Okay, I'm in, right? Think about that. People know, love, and trust Jeff already. When Jeff got started, he got into massive action fast. And what happened is it created a story, and then people they heard that story and then got going, okay? Because why, guys? We are instant gratification, like everything right now in our life, right? I remember a couple of weeks back, a couple of months ago, actually it was probably a couple of years ago because I've been using this story for a long time, but I put a pizza in the oven for the kids, and I remember looking at it, I was like, 20 minutes, jeez, it's like forever. It takes forever for these stupid pizzas to cook. Think about that, guys. What do we used to do back in the day when we wanted pizza? You had to call somebody. It took an hour, right? Now it's like a 20-minute pizza in the oven, and you're like, come on, man, I don't got all day for this, right? So we have to catch people's attention fast. So select your package, set up LCP, okay, which is your monthly purchase, and we're going to talk about why that's important, guys. Bottom line is to have all of the compensation plan open for your benefit. You need to have your LCP set up. So we on this team, okay, are the #1 fastest growing team in the company, and it's because we do things different. We do things on a different level. What does that mean? There are technically 2 types of levels of LCP, at least at the start. 80 CV, which is about $100 US, and then 160 CV, which is anywhere from 200 to 225, somewhere around there. Now, sometimes people are like, so Mario, technically I can do 80 CV? Technically, yes. But technically, you probably won't be successful. Why? There's a number of reasons why. Number 1, okay, you're starting your business with very low levels and everything duplicates. So everybody on your team is going to start there, and everybody on your team is going to have the overriding matching bonuses, number 4 on the 8 ways to get paid, not open to them. So people are going to be missing money, right? The key to having a big team grow is get your team paid, not you, okay? You get your people paid, you laugh to the bank by default, okay? So with that being said, guys, make sure that you have your LCP set up at 160, okay? So now the why. Now the second thing, so first things first, guys, 3-step process. Next thing is your why. It gets you into action. So what is your why, right? Your why is the reason you decided to get started. The reason you saw the opportunity to be at the top of a Dallin Larson company with a patented CBD with a filthy comp plan, and you got in it. You said, I want to do this. What is your why? Some of you guys walk around right now and you don't know your why. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to be successful in this company, don't tell me, if you want to be successful in this company, tell me your why, okay? If you personally tell me your why, okay, then I'm going to help you to be successful in this company. But if you just want to kind of dip your toe in and play around with it, don't tell me your why, okay? Because I'm going to call you on it. Here's the reason why. If your why is big enough, you'll do whatever it takes necessary. Think about that, guys. Think about that. When people, they get diagnosed with cancer, they get, some crazy things happen in their life. They go above and beyond to do whatever is necessary, right? And that's because they have understood what their why is. But it gets you into action. Whenever I have a new person who comes in and they say, oh man, my buddy's got started, but he hasn't started talking to people yet. My buddy got started, but he hasn't started doing his training. It's because he doesn't know a why. He doesn't have his why. Because if my why was to make enough money to pay the rent at the end of the month, I wouldn't play around. I'd get started today and then immediately do my training and immediately start talking to people until I pass out. right? So if you don't know what your why is, it's not going to get you into action, okay? Difference between motivation and inspiration is very simple, guys. Inspiration is external. Motivation is internal. Sometimes people come up to me and they're like, Mario, you motivate me so much. And I'm like, no, I can only hope to inspire you with what I do, what I say, and the actions that I hold. But motivation is internal. You have to be able to find your own motivation, okay? It helps you to keep going, right? Why? Because, guys, this is not easy. It's really the secret to your success. You guys are pioneering a new company in a new industry. Now, thankfully, it's not that hard because everybody wants to know about CBD. But there are people out there that think CBD has to do with pot. CBD is marijuana. And you're going to, type of number 3, if you've had somebody say, oh, I can't be in drugs. That's not my thing. Like, I can't be in pot. Like, right? I remember Jackie, I think she's on here. She said that people at her church were like, oh, I'll pray for you in your weed business. It's like, what the heck are you talking about, right? But guys, guess what? You're pioneering, right? You're pioneering something, and so you're going to get naysayers. Not to mention it's network freaking marketing, just like Dallin says, right? People already have preconceived ideas about what network marketing is to begin with. So you have to be able to keep going. You have to be able to put one foot in front of the other over and over and over and over again. Guys, write this down. We are going to live in the know. 80 to 95% of what you do in this business is in the know. Some people are terrified of no. You have to understand that you just have to go through the numbers. You just have to go through the numbers to find the few. Listen, look at what I have here. Give you guys a context. Now, I know some people aren't on right now because maybe they have baseball games or softball games or they just forgot or whatever. That's okay. But in 4 months, okay, I have about 1,200 people on my team, okay? 1,200 people. We've made $125,000. We've helped tons of people make money. And look at how many people are on this call. 65. 65 people. I have 1,200 on the team. What does that tell you? You just have to go through the no's. You just have to go through the no's because some people will, some people won't, some wait because a no's not a no all the time, okay? So what? Who's next? Some will, some won't, some wait. So what? Who's next? Go, 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 go. Because even when they get started, we have 1,200. 65 will stick around. You got to be okay with going through the no's. You got to stay off that emotional roller coaster, right? Just like I said right there. One day, how many of you guys have had somebody come to a meeting and they're like, man, I am in. This is the greatest thing ever. They fill out the app. They're like, put me in. You leave the meeting and you're soaring high, right? By the time you get home, you get a text message and it says, oh, you know what? Hold that real quick until tomorrow. I got to talk to my husband. And you're like, right? Then in the morning, you text them, hey, we're going to get this thing going. Okay, yeah, but I just want to do, I'm ready to go. Go ahead. Wait till noon. There you go, back up. Then at noon, they say, oh, you know what, though? Hold on. I think I'm going to end up doing the $6.99 pack. Right? This is the emotional roller coaster. Every single day it happens. Every single day. It's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. So if you don't know what your why is, you're not going to be tough enough to continue to go through this process, okay? Now show the plan. So how does that work? This is where the system comes into play. So we're going to write a list of at least 30 people. If you want to make more money, write a bigger list. If you don't, that's it. At least do 30, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to have texts come out to people, okay? So the text that we use, hopefully you guys have it, okay? If not, we'll post it back into the WhatsApp groups. The text that we use, okay, is designed to be a text for a reason, okay? Hold on one sec. The text that we use is designed to be a text for a reason. Number one is this, guys. We don't want you guys making phone calls, okay? Now, if you feel like you're the best ever and you that's fine, okay? I'm not going to tell you no. I prefer, my recommendation is you text people because you don't want to be the answer. You want to get yourself out of the way. People know, love, and trust you. So when you reach out over text, it allows you to keep yourself at arm's distance. Well, tell me a little more. What's it all about? You can literally keep yourself, but if you're on the phone with somebody and they start digging, well, tell me, bro. I mean, come on, it's me, dude. Like, how long you know me, bro? Come on, dude. Just tell me. You don't need to put me on the phone with anybody else. What is it? What is it? Well, tell me more. Tell me more. Right? And then you're going to be like this. All right. Okay, listen. Dude, you can't say that I told you this. Okay, but this is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. And then they go, oh, yeah, it's one of those things, huh? That's your fault. Okay? Don't be the guy. Don't be the gal. Get yourself out of the way. Text. So you're going to write a list of 30 people and you're going to text them. What's going to happen is you're going to set up calls. From those texts, you're going to get people who want to talk, right? And then you're going to continue to repeat this, duplicate it out. And then when people join, they're going to do the same thing. That's it, guys. It's literally magical, right? Let me tell you how I know it's magical. Yesterday, I said we did about $12,000 to $14,000 in sales volume, right? Just yesterday. Do you guys know where I was yesterday? I was golfing yesterday. Steph grabbed my phone at the beginning of the week, and she said, let me see your phone. So I give her my phone. She goes to the calendar, and she says, look, Friday you have nothing. I said, yeah, this is the beginning of the week. She blocked it off. She said, you're going golfing because I love to golf. I haven't golfed since before I got started with Viseo. So I went golfing. The entire day I'm there, stuff is happening. Business is happening, moving. Why? Because number one, because the system works, right? But because of leverage. How many of you guys hit a number, let's say a number 5. Hit a number 5 if you want to go do what you love doing on a Friday. Golf, day spa, hike, go to whatever you want to do, whatever you love to do, and have $12,000 of sales volume happen in your business in one day, okay? I should see 64 number 5s come in, right? See, that's the idea. It's about the system. So when people are like, oh, Mario, I don't need to call us. I can just call people. You can, but the people you bring in can't. So we have to create a turnkey duplicatable system where it just explodes in all angles, right? From different states, soon to be in different countries, people are just joining and boom and boom and boom and boom. It's just like a machine, guys, right? So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just step in and hit the gas pedal, okay? So now the other thing is stay plugged in. This is really important, guys. We have a Facebook team page. It's called the UCrew Nation. If you're not on the team page, talk to the person who enrolled you into the team, right? If not, okay, message me directly or just put it into the WhatsApp group, and we'll make sure that we get you added to the Facebook group. It's very important for updates. Stay plugged into the community. Also for your new people, this is something that's really important, guys. When you get somebody to join, okay, that's just the beginning. Some people think like, man, it was so hard to get somebody to join my team. That's just the beginning. Now you have a responsibility to make sure your people are plugged in. So when I sponsor somebody, I want to get them into the Facebook group as fast as possible because I want them to see that there's 8,000 people in this thing, not the 7 that were at the home meeting. That creates social proof and validation. So get them onto that Facebook fan page. Also download the Viseo app, okay, on your phone. Use the same credentials that you use to log into your back office. There's going to be videos there, PDFs there, training there. There's all kinds of stuff that we use there. Definitely download that. Download the Zoom app. We're on Zoom now, okay? Download the Cozy app. If you're on the call right now and you're like, what is Cozy? You didn't do your training, right? Anytime somebody tells me, hey, I don't know what Cozy is. I'm like, oh, okay, because you didn't do your training, right? Cozy is a very important app. It's a scheduling app that we use. Download WhatsApp. That's where our actual team chats are. Now, the person who invited you, now just so you guys all know, there are a number of different, so my team is a UCrewMVMNT from me and Steph down. And then above us, we have the UCrew Nation. That's Ricky and Francois, okay? There are a few WhatsApp groups with Ricky and Francois, but those are when you promote. When you get into some higher ranks, they'll put you in theirs. But from my team down, we have multiple ones simply because we grew too fast. We started with one, and it capped out. So what I did is I went to all of my leaders, and they have their own now as well. For instance, Tanya, okay? Tanya has her own group. Within that group, Tanya, I think Lisa Lamazi, and I forgot who else, they're admins in that group. So if you get brought in on that team or you're on that team, you're going to have somebody download the WhatsApp, and then you're going to have that person send a message to either Tanya or Lisa or whoever the admins are on that group. Don't send it to me, okay? Same thing happens with Jesus's group. Same thing happens with Jason Stuck's group. Same thing happens with David and Tina's group. Like, for instance, I know Sam. I recently made Sam an admin for David and Tina's. So you can just send them a message with a picture, and they'll welcome you in that group, okay? So once again, unless I personally sponsor you, don't send me a message on Cozy, on WhatsApp. Find out who the leader is in your particular team. Send them a message, and they'll add you into the WhatsApp group, okay? Just allows me to have to do less admin stuff so that I can stay on the phone and talk to more people for you guys, okay? Attend all events. Here's the idea. The number one rule, or the number one way to make sure that you're going to fail in the sale, is to stop coming to events, okay? Everybody has reasons why they shouldn't they don't have to come to an event. I don't have a guest. It's too far. I can't miss a baseball game or whatever it is, okay? Here's the deal, guys. To be successful, you will have to attend events. Why? Because every single time you come to an event, first and foremost, something gets into you. You get excited. Hold on. You get excited about something, or a seed gets planted into your brain, into your heart. So you have to continue to attend events. One of the first things when I talk to people and they're like, man, I'm struggling, nobody wants to come, it's because you haven't come to an event. You will never recruit somebody if you don't come to events. I'm telling you right now. And the good news, guys, is we don't have a ton. I was in network marketing companies where every single night, Monday through Friday and multiple on Saturday, we had a home meeting at 6, 1 and 8, 6 and 8 on Tuesday, 6 and 8 on Wednesday, 6 and 8 on Thursday, 6 and 8 on Friday, and then a 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock training on Saturday, every Saturday in person, and then they had 3, 5, and 7 o'clock meetings. And so when you were good, when you were in momentum, you were busy all week. Guys, we have like one a week in your area. Come on, give me a break. Man, Mario, I want to make $100,000. Do you know that most of you don't even make $100,000 full-time in your job that you've been doing for 20 to 30 years? But you want to make 6 figures in this company, but you can't come 1 hour a week in your local area. That doesn't make sense, guys. You have to either change your goal. Hey, Mario, I just want to make 20 grand this year. I'd just like to make $500 a month. That's okay, because that's the type of effort you're putting in. Don't say, Mario, I want to make 6, 7 figures, but I only want to give about an hour or 2 a week. Ain't going to happen. This is not going to happen, guys. And I'm telling you this because I love you. And I'm telling you this because I want you guys to go out there and really win, okay? But I want you guys to have the correct expectations, okay? Now let's talk about the gold track. So what is a gold track, okay? This is a track that we've created to get you to gold rank. So why is it so important for you to buy the gold package, right? The gold package is just like a nickname for the builder's pack, right? Okay, answer, so you can hit the gold rank. Why? Because you earn $3K, you're gonna earn your money back. You get to earn the 3% global revenue share. You get the trip to the Bahamas, and now you have a testimony, right? Why do you need a testimony? Because a testimony builds belief, validation, success. More brand partners equals more success. So what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to flip this around real quick, and I'm going to draw out the gold track for you guys. And I'm going to help you guys, hopefully, to understand why it's so important for you guys not only to have the gold package or the builder's pack, but also to always go out there and try and sell the gold package, the builder's package. So, can you guys see my board here? Awesome. Okay, let me raise this up a little. Perfect. Okay, so with that being said, I think it might come backwards when I write, but you guys will get the whole point, okay? So when somebody starts with the 1379 package, bad marker always happens while we're live. Okay, and Rose even bought me markers. Thanks, Rose. So $13.79. That's the builder's pack. Why? Because it gets you double bonuses. Right? Now, why does this make sense, guys? Because what did we say? The value proposition for joining Viseo right now in this season is not to sell products to people. Right? The value proposition for joining right now with this company is to be at the top of a network marketing company where you can make residual income for the rest of your life, right? How many of you guys hit me, just write in there, me, want to make residual income from Viseo for the rest of your life? Every single week, every single month, residual income. Write in there, me, okay? This thing should blow up, okay? That's the reason why we're here, okay? So, here you are. What we're going to do, okay, because you have this particular package, we're going to help you text out 30 people, and we're going to give you the text message. Now, because CBD is so hot, 15 people are going to want to get on Connect calls, okay? Now, if you get 15 people on Connect calls, at least 3 brand partners are going to join, okay? So what does that mean? Let's move this over a little. Remember, here's you. 1, 2. We only build 2 teams. So the third one joins right here. So this is your first, second, and third recruit. Now, because of double bonuses, each one of these represents $400. So now you've already made $1,200. We usually do this in about 48 hours. Okay? Jeff enrolled 12 people with double bonus in 5 days, right? Just so you guys know, success loves speed, okay? So now, when number 1, number 2, and number 3 come in, what are we going to do with them? Well, wouldn't you know, the same thing we did with you. Because they all came in with the top package, right? Now you have 30 texts, 15 calls, 3 people. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? Now think about this, okay? If 3 people get 3, what happens? You get another $9.75 on the binary, okay? So I know you guys don't, some of you might be new, okay? Somehow or another we got some feedback, so I'm muting everybody out again, okay? You get another $9.75 on the binary, okay? So now you've made your money back. Boom. When you do 3 who get 3, by the way, you're pretty much a gold. So people ask like, Mario, well, how are you a gold? Okay, let me give you an example. If all of these are builder packs, okay, a builder pack is worth 1,000 points. So on your right leg, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8,000 points. On your left leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 4,000 points. Okay. What is gold? You need to have 6K on your smaller leg. So if 3 get 3, I'm going to tell you this much. If you get 3 and you make $1,200, I can almost promise you are going to recruit 1 more right here by itself. So now you're at 5K. And if that person just gets 1, you're at 6. Do you see how the 3 who gets 3? Why? Why is 3 get 3 pretty much get you gold? Because of what's called momentum. Because of what's called the law of attraction. When you start to get that type of momentum rolling, good things happen. I don't know how people keep popping off of mute. So now, when you hit gold, what does that mean? That means that now you're going to the Bahamas. Now you're starting to participate in the 3% and you made your money back. Not to mention all of this volume, all the 8 ways we get paid revolve around sales volume. So would you guys rather have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people, okay? Would you rather have 14 people join your team? 14 people join your team with $1,000 packages, right? The 1,000 CVs that you get paid on, or 14 people with $249 CV, right? Which is very, very small. See, and everything duplicates out. So again, the reason we do that is because we want to do what's right by our people. And be very clear. Tell them, listen, the reason you want to be on the gold track has nothing to do with me. Has everything to do with you, right? Because our job is to get you a testimony. Guys, our people, how many of you know that our people are getting some pretty ridiculous testimonies with our products, right? Our products. Our products are amazing. So people are going to have a personal product testimony. The gold track helps people get a business testimony. That's equally as important, okay? That's how we're able to go in there with confidence and with posture and tell somebody, this is the pack you need. I think some of you guys are afraid to say to somebody, man, you should go for that big pack. You're definitely afraid to do it if you didn't do it. Because you're going to be like, man, what if he asked me if I have it? Oh, man. So really important, guys. Magic of 3, who gets 3? I already shared that with you, but right, 30 texts, 15 calls. It's going to get you 6. We always say 3, but yeah, it's probably closer to 6. And then from there, we have the system itself. So why is the system so important? It creates duplication, eliminates the need for talent. Okay, so some of you guys say, my Mario's really good. You know, how come that's because he can do it because he's really good. Talent really doesn't matter if you follow a system. Allows for scalability. Here's the other thing, guys. We have not even began to see what's about to happen as it pertains to momentum. Company hasn't hit momentum, guys. It hasn't. That's scary. That is scary, guys. People, it is going to get so busy. It is going to get so crazy. And we have to have a system to receive people. I've been in companies where there's so many people joining, and then immediately they're like, Mario, I got 5 people who want to show the business to. My buddy that just joined, he has 6 people who want to join too, but can you be available to take a call? Guys, it's going to get out of hand. So we have to have a system in place like this so that it allows for scalability, so we can continue to receive, onboard, train, and multiply as many people as want to come in the team. Creates wealth, okay? A system creates wealth. So imagine yesterday I'm golfing. 4 months in, we do 12,000 in volume. Imagine 3 years from now. 3 years from now, 4 months, we did 12,000 in 1 day. What's going to happen 3 years from now? That's ridiculous. That's why people like the Roushes made $16, $17 million in their last run. That's why the gal in Asia makes $73,000 a week, because of duplication, the law of large numbers, the compound effect, guys. But you have to have a system that it can continue to turn, right? Turn key, so that you can actually create that wealth, okay? So with that being said, the comp plan, we're not going to necessarily talk about that. We have a couple other things to share with you guys today. But so with that being said, let's see here. Boom. We're going to wind this up. I want to be respectful of your time. So that said, guys, the last thing is this. There is a process by which you need to go through when you're out there doing connect calls and connecting people. Okay, so number one, here's a problem that we're seeing. Okay, and you know I'm a realist, so I can be honest about it. Okay, there's people that are joining. First of all, they're not getting trained, or they're going through their training halfway. They're like, oh yeah, I did some of it, right? So we have to get through all the training. Okay, and then they want to schedule calls, and they're doing scheduling connect calls. But there's not enough people out there available to receive these calls, okay? So let's be honest, transparent. I say this in all of my trainings. I say, guys, I think that I've been pretty successful in this industry because I'm pretty transparent, right? So if you have had somebody, right, or yourself request to connect and somebody wasn't available, hit a number 2. Hit a number 2. Okay, see? Here they come. Perfect. So we identify that there could be a crack or like a chink in the armor, right? Okay. That said, here's the fix. It's called the connect call video. I wonder if he's on. Alex. Alex called. Yes, yeah, there he is. Alex. Alex was on yesterday, and or he had somebody. Hold on. Okay. Alex was on, and he had a connect call. There was nobody available, so he said, "What should I do?" I said, call him at the time that you have the actual call scheduled for, and then from there, play him the connect call video. Play him the connect call video. Play the connect call video. After that, he sends me a message, says the guy wants to talk. He likes it. Perfect. So now we have a call set up today. I think it's like 10:30 or so, where all I'm going to do is jump on the phone with the guy and answer a couple questions, right? Because the connect call video is the one that Steph and I just did, where we're standing here in the house, sharing our story. We talk about timing, working with Dallin, disruptive product, right? So that's what it's built for. So we have that particular one. That's about 6 minutes. And then the one I'm going to film today is about 15 minutes. You're going to have both of those at your disposal. It's crazy. You're going to have both of those at your disposal, right? So does that mean, well, screw it, I'm just going to start showing the videos? No. It's always better to get your people in front of a live body on the phone with somebody. But our last line of defense is the connect call video. So don't say, oh, man, nobody's there for me. Guys, guess what? It's tough. We have a lot of people that are joining and a lot of people who want to duplicate. Here's the other thing. Here's the other way that you could help me help you. If your call's at 10, get me on the dang phone at 10:05, 10:04. Do you know how many times I have a call at 10 and I get a call at 10:17, 10:14, 10:17, 19, and then I have a call at 10:30? So what happens is, if you want me to help you be all that I can be for that person, get them there so I get a full 30 minutes with them. Because if not, either A, I have to go over, now you're impacting the next person. Do you guys know that the first call of the day could literally impact my entire day? Because I'm running 15, 20 minutes behind on every single one. And then what happens is, when I get to, 15 turns into like 17. And then it turns in, by the time it's to the end of the day, I'm literally an entire half hour behind. And that person is the one person that calls and goes, see, Mario's not here for me. He was lying to me. He said he was going to be there, that we were going to be supported. And now that's it. They're liars. I'm just going to quit. This isn't for me. Come on, guys. You got to understand, I got to get us there, right? 10 o'clock on the dot, or as close. I know you're supposed to show them the video, so 10:04, 10:05, get them to me as soon as possible so that it helps me help you all day long. Because literally, guys, some of you know this. I sit in this room, and I take a call at 10. All right, thanks. Boom, 10:30 comes. Okay, cool, awesome, great to meet you. Send a 3-way text, and we'll get together. 11 o'clock comes. And I do that all day long, and so do your leaders. So there are things that you can do to help. But in those situations where, here's another thing that I'll tell you, and then we'll close, okay? Don't send individual texts to people. Let's say you're, I'll say David. David Lynn is on here, okay? Let's say David Lynn sends me a text directly. Hey, bro, I've got a big guy. I really want you to call him. I really want to do my connect call with you. It's at 12 o'clock. Can you hook me up? But I have AirPods on, and I'm walking around my office talking at 10. Then we hang up, and I literally answer it from my watch, and now 10:30, 11, 12. Now I missed David's call. I probably wouldn't have been able to talk to it anyways because I had a 12. But if you send it to the diamond text, everybody in there will be able to, so you'll get somebody to help you. So you actually do yourself a disservice if you only send it to one person. You got to send it to everybody, for the simple fact that I might not miss it. I mean, I might not see it, okay? So all that being said, we're here today. This is locker room talk. This is team stuff. We're here. Iron sharpens iron. We're here to help you. We want to bless you. We want to help your dreams come true. We want to take this opportunity for all that it's worth, right? Guys, we are changing people's lives. Like, the testimonies that we hear are ridiculous. For me, I want to go out there and I want to spread this all over the world. And I know the way I'm going to spread this all over the world is to recruit Jackie, who recruits Tanya, who recruits Joe, who recruits Lisa, who brings in Diana, who brings in Ryan, who brings in so-and-so, who brings in Jeff, and what? All these. The only way I was able to help Michelle Christensen, who has probably one of the most phenomenal testimonies that I've ever heard, is because I enrolled Jackie, who enrolled Tanya, who enrolled Joe, who enrolled Lisa, who enrolled Diana, who enrolled Jeff, who enrolled so-and-so, or Jordania, who brought in MJ, who brought in Michelle. And now Michelle's life has changed simply because of the product. So stop saying, I want to go sell cool product to my friends. Go enroll and build a team, right? Go and build a team. Because by building a team, you're going to impact the masses. So if your heart is to heal people, if your heart is to help people, go build a team. You're going to talk to more people. You're going to help more people, okay? By building a team, than going out there and passing out cream to people. Does that make sense? And then we're all going to be handsomely rewarded. Imagine 1 year from now, you guys are at Turtle Bay Resort in Hawaii because you're a diamond. You've got $2,000 cash in your pocket from the company. You're drinking some type of fruity drink, and you're just scrolling through the videos on your phone of the hundreds of people that are showing ridiculous testimonies, like Cassie with her son, David Jr. yesterday, right? David Jr. isn't feeling the way he's feeling today if I didn't recruit Jackie, who brought in Tanya, who brought in Joe, who brought in David Sr. and Cassie, and now, right? So if your heart is to help people, go build a team, right? Go build a team, and you'll be handsomely rewarded with residual income for the rest of your life. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. Love you so much. I appreciate it. We are going to get this recorded up on the YouTube channel. And from there, remember, 12 o'clock today, get as many people. You guys can obviously be on as well, but get as many people on as possible to that particular Zoom. It's going to be about 15, 20 minutes. We are going to have a PowerPoint. I'll record it. If I like it, we'll use that one. If not, we'll do another one on Monday and Tuesday. Otherwise, God bless, guys. Love you, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.